Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, and have a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. Got a 1st down. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the 1st drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your 1st possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the 1st. At the 40, there he goes. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Play fake, Williams. Fakes to grab. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here's a give to Washington. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, that was a big 3rd down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the sidelines.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He wants to change this route. Williams on the play fake. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Tight end now in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Running inside, it's Alexander. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finding some room. Running through contact. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Carter. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have two left to work with before the half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Powers through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. Play action with Williams. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The short hands, it's Moss. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And man, you you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing, Williams. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's Williams again. Looking left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Alexander. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. He'll put total under and get this second half started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Play fake, Williams. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
And the Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Dances away. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Ready. Red 18. Red 18. Check, check, check. 92 waggle. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Ready to go.
Here's Williams to throw. Pocket breaking down. Quick step and go. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Williams on the play fake. Looking to scramble. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, pivot to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on third down. There's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
Play action with Williams. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Carter. Makes the catch, it's Spence. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Commodores are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking to throw, it's Carter. He tries to take the top off, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the...
Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Husky. And the pummeling has started.
Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Auburn Tigers against the Washington Huskies. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
The most iconic venue in all of college sports, and it never disappoints. The Rose Bowl is rocking right now. This beautiful scenario, this beautiful setting. We cannot wait to have another iconic moment. History continues to get made right here on this field, guys. The Rose Bowl is ready to rock for this huge playoff game. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. And the Tigers will kick it away to start us off. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Keeping it on the ground here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of play.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
The Huskies will line up to boot it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Got it. Makes a nice move there. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains. And that's how you convert on third down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
The key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Defense is playing well in all areas here. First, the pressure on the quarterback. He's clearly hurried, and because of that, I didn't feel like this was the best read. He just kind of jumps at it and throws it right to the double cover.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Brown. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down, but they're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a 3, 4, 5, 6 yards.
He's got space. Here he goes. All the way to the end zone. Well run. Touchdown. Auburn.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they tried the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Back to throw. It's Williams. QB to the tight end for a completion. Solid gain. They'll spot him out at the 35.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Pitch play to the back. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaking free, end zone ahead. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
To throw, it's Williams. Makes a quick catch. Oh, look out, he's got open space. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
It's a really solid play call on second and long, Chris. It's an obvious passing situation, at least from the defense's perspective, and you hit them with this little touch pass on the outside, gain the edge, and it's a solid gain, and you produce a more manageable third down opportunity. This is a really smart play.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in that screen play.
Chris, is such a weapon to be good in the screen game, and I think it's about the offensive linemen. You can talk about the backs and the quarterback all you want, but it's really about the linemen. Do they understand the timing of that faux pass set, the ability to get out in front and run the alley? This is a great job. Look at them set up those blocks on the outside.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. It's becoming a long march, the 11th play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Looks like inches short of the marker.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
We always talk about the middle portion of these games being so important, and that is a vital drive and great success, building momentum as they head into the locker room. Now they can go make a few adjustments and come out in the second half and try to sustain this momentum.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We get a timeout now from the Huskies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You've got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you've got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. On a tackle made, but it's enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
This defense has them right where they want them. It is a long 4th down situation, and yet the execution from the quarterback and wide receiver is off the charts, and this is why this head coach has faith and trust in this group, is because time and time again, they make the plays that are necessary. really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Remember, Chris, you've got to secure the ball, then get the foot down, and he's able to do that. Then you got to maintain control through the process of potentially going to the ground out of bounds. He gets all three of those elements, and it's a first down. That's a really good job.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Offense trying to convert again on fourth down. They'll go for it. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. Now the Tigers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Washington using their second timeout here. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
It's a nice game, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays down the field. This quarterback is going to have to start taking some chances against this secondary.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
That's a good fake in the backfield. You get some good ball handling and draw the attention of the safety. Now he's in conflict, and you can attack with that tight end down the field. That's a beautiful jump. Good route by the tight end, no doubt. Timing is there from the quarterback, and it's a great completion for this offense. Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. He goes out of bounds after getting inside the 35.
It is so rare to see dime defense being played in a short yardage situation, but it pays off here because look at all the athleticism on the field, and they're able to pursue and bring this quarterback down as he's trying to scramble for the first down. This is a really nice job of pursuing and tackling in space.
We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. He's got a crease. Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
Well, you knew this was coming. 4th and inches. Defense has got to be ready for this. You've got to pack the interior of that defensive line. They're unable to do that, and it's an easy conversion for the offense.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Looking to pass this time. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. And they go on top here in the second half.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Turner trying to create good field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Huskies offense retakes the field now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Back to pass. It's Williams. Looking to make a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Cooks breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn. A huge defensive score.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They make the tackle. This defense doing a great job of containing the running back. Who just hasn't got it going so far?
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Bring it down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long.
Interesting call.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place. And again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
He's rattled right now. He throws a pick on the last drive, and Chris, he comes out here, and this is the type of series that you want to see that short memory, and you want to see quarterback get back to his roots and use that offense, and here he throws the ball right back into a precarious situation. That one should have been picked off.
And they'll spend a timeout here. The play clock was winding down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And you're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field, it's Williams. Pass caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. A quick throw out left, complete. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Goes out of bounds, but the gain moves the ball right near the 15.
I'm impressed with his game awareness, Chris. He understands what's going on down in this game. Inside of 4 minutes, you've got to pick up 1st downs and manage the clock. He does both on this snap, and now it's time to get that ball down the field. I love running 4 verticals in this situation because you send the defense deep, and if you need to check it down, he's open as well.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down. A long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for the offense. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Muscles in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. The Huskies back on top.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Leaning on the run game here. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start.
Got an opening here. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
Back to throw. It's Brown. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll head to the 2-minute timeout as his offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
On the ground, it's Cobb. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Washington using their second timeout here. They've still got one more left to work with. Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And now the final timeout taken by Washington. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense is still clicking.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Huskies. The Huskies back on top. A huge connection. deflection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The hands seen, able to corral that one, and that should just about do it. The offense can kneel down and wrap up the victory. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Working clock with the ground game. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. He hands it off from the gun. Bites off a defender. They tackle him behind the line. A loss of 4. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now we'll wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.